Hello, my dear students. Today, I just now start your class. Our the class theory of relativity, Einstein's theory of relativity. Now, today the topic of discussion is deduction of Einstein's mass energy relation. It is very important relationship of the theory of relativity. This is deduction of Einstein's mass energy relation. Now, according to the Einstein's special theory of relativity, the mass of a body moving with velocity relative to a standing observer varies with the velocity, and it's given by the relation, that is m equals m0 by root over 1 minus v square by c square. This is the actual relationship of mass energy mass relation, and this is the what is m0. M0 equals the rest mass of the body, the rest mass of the body, that is any body keep in rest of motion. This is called the rest mass of the body. And when the body moving with velocity v, then its mass will be m. That is, when the when a body is moving with a velocity v, then its mass will m. That is, m equals the mass of the body with velocity v. This velocity, of course, this velocity is less than the velocity of light, but near equal to the velocity of light, very near equals velocity of light, but it is of course the less than the value. This velocity is less than the value of velocity of light. That is, it is clear that any body moves with respect to any reference frame, then moves with a velocity v, then its mass will be m. And very clear that the mass is a difference of rest body and the body with the velocity of v. We have expressed, we have proved this before. Now, the variation of mass with velocity has modified our ideas about energy. Let us consider a particle of mass m acts upon by a force F, the same direction as its velocity v. The force is defined as the rate of change of the momentum. So, F equals F means force. F equals the rate of change of the momentum, that is mv. This is the force. Now it equals m dv dt. plus V dm dt. Simple differentiation. Here mass is variable. The second term mass is variable and the first term the velocity is variable. Now the work done by the force F in a displacement ds of the body is equal to the change in the kinetic energy K of the body. Thus dk kinetic energy, if kinetic energy of the body be K, kinetic energy K, then differential dk, that is very small kinetic energy dk, equals F dot ds, that is force and the displacement, differential of displacement and their multiplication equals kinetic energy. So it comes as F dot ds, that is F we have taken before, the F, that is m dv dt plus v dm dt. This is totally F, and here dot ds, that is dot ds displacement differential. Now what comes? Equals m ds dt, m ds dt, ds dt means v dv plus v ds dt dm. Next we can write this as dk, hence dk equals m dv, ds dt means v, m v dv plus v square dm. Why v square? ds dt equals v, and also v into v equals v square dm. This is equation number 2. Now this is equation number 2. Then because ds dt equals v, now differentiating equation 1, that is we have taken m equals m0 root over 1 minus v square by c square. This is the equation number 1, and differentiating both sides of this equation number 1, we get dm equals m0 minus half into 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 3 by 2 into minus 2v dv by c square equals m0 by c square v dv by 1 minus v square by c square to the power 3 by 2. And from equation number 1 from 1 m0 and but we know that m0 equals m into 1 minus v square by c square, since m0 equals m into 1 minus v square by c square to the power half, so that dm equals m v dv by c square minus v square, or m v dv or m v dv equals c square minus v square dm. Now substituting it in equation 2, we get equation 2 means kinetic energy dk equals c square minus v square dm. Kinetic energy equals c square v square dm plus v square dm equals c square minus v square dm, c square minus v square dm, that is c square dm minus v square dm plus v square dm. Now v square dm cancelled, so that c square dm only comes, that is dk equals differential of kinetic energy dk equals c square dm. Now very clear that integrating both sides, that is k equals integrating both sides from m0 to m, that is initial point rest of the body, that is m0, and finally moving with velocity v, the mass of the body equals m, and c square dm equals c square into m minus m0. That is finally kinetic energy that kinetic energy equals c square m minus m0. Okay, it is very clear from this result. That the kinetic energy of a body is equal to the relativistic increase in mass of the body over the rest mass multiplied in mass of the body over the rest mass multiplied by the square of the velocity of light. It can be interpreted to mean that even when the body is at rest. From this expression, it is also very clear that that is m minus m0, k equals c square m minus m0. Now it is possesses an amount of energy m0 c square. The rest energy E 0 equals m0 c square, the rest energy of the body. Now E equals total kinetic energy, E equals K plus K0, that is kinetic energy at rest and the kinetic energy for moving of the body. Then for the moving body K, kinetic energy equals m minus m0 into c square, and for only rest the kinetic energy equals m0 c square. Then total energy equals m c square minus m0 c square plus m0 c square equals m0 c square is cancelled. Now only m0 c square. This is the total, hence total velocity of the relativistic and total kinetic energy, hence the total kinetic energy of a moving body in relativistic case, is E equals m c square. Very important, its derivation is very important. Okay, so not so much today. Your discussion is very pleasure, I hope. Now we will follow the next class. Thank you all.